be a part of this program because I'm just outside of my district. But I'll tell you what, the congressman that you've got now is the finest gentleman that I know. When you talk about saying God and family and country, it's not a slogan to him. Steve Southerland believes. Steve Southerland is just the type of member of Congress that this part of the state of Florida needs. Serving with him in the United States Congress has been one of the highest honors that I have had. Come on, Steve, start making your way out this way. Ladies and gentlemen, the Congressman from the 2nd District of Florida, Steve Southerland.
Thank you, Jeff Miller. Hey, Bay County. Yeah, I love Bay County. Woo! I got to tell you something. To be standing here, back here is where I learned how to swim. All 4 of our children were baptized in this water. I caught my first fish in this water. This is home. This is home. My mom and dad, they walked to Panama Grammar right down this road. Right down this road. And after my grandfather came back from World War II, he came back to this place. And with an honorable discharge from the United States Navy, with $3,000 of borrowed money and a 6th grade education, he did what Americans have done for 240 years. He opened a little business so he could serve his fellow man. And nobody does that better than Bay County in Northwest Florida. Let me say this. My good friend Jeff Miller just said some very nice things, and I want to be very clear. This man right here, he is the chairman of VA. He serves on Armed Services Committee. I'm telling you, Jeff Miller doesn't just look out for Florida 1. He looks out for Florida 2 as well. Jeff, thank you for everything you do. You so blessed me a few years ago when we came to you and we did something that I got to tell you something. Now, come on, everybody be honest. Who thought we would beat Alan Boyd? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There's some in here that, come on, you thought I'd lost my mind. This district hadn't elected a Republican since 1882. The benefit was we didn't have to listen to D.C. on how to do it because they hadn't done it before. You know what? But I knew something that you knew. You knew that we needed to change the direction 2 years ago. Because 2 years ago, we started seeing failed policies being rolled out on the American people. By that 2 years ago, we had a president that had already said that he didn't believe in the exceptionalism of America. Let me tell you something. He's never stood here and looked at this. He's never stood here and looked at this. 2 years ago, we had already seen unemployment start to creep up. We already saw that the president promised, he promised with stimulus that unemployment would not go over 8%. Well, we know how that bad play worked out, didn't we? Yeah. So when we got there 2 years ago, everything that we feared, we found to be true. You know what he's done? He's made sure that over 10,000 regulations, 10,000 have been pumped out on the American people through the departments. There's been over 219 major regulations that cost our economy over $100 million. This by a man who has never sweated a payroll. He's never run anything, and he doesn't believe in the greatness of this country. You've given me a great honor. It's been over the last 2 years one of the most incredible experiences of my life. And I come home every weekend because I want to be with you more than I want to be up there looking at the Potomac. That can't compare to this. Woo! Now listen, 4 years ago, gas was $1.70. 4 years ago, the family median income was $4,000 higher than it is today. 4 years ago, there were 23 million Americans on food stamps. Now there's 47 million people on food stamps in this country. We can do better. We've got to do better. Around the world, Our allies are wondering, where are they? I remember Jeff would tell you that one of the most stirring speeches that we've heard, and our good friend Connie Mack, one of the most stirring speeches we've heard in this last Congress was the Prime Minister of Great Britain. She came to the Congress and she talked about the greatness, and with tears in her eyes, she recalled watching us put a man on the moon. And she begged us, she said, nobody, and I mean nobody, can compare to America. This was the Prime Minister of Australia. And she said, we're a great nation and we want to partner with you. But please, America, do that which only you can do. Be that which you've always been, and that is a shining city on a hill. You want to be that again? Well, I want to be that again. I love this place. It's the only place I've ever called home. And you deserve better. You want to have better. Our children, they get out of college and they don't have jobs. They don't deserve just jobs. They deserve careers. This election is simple. This election is simple. In a few moments, we're going to have my dear friends come up here on this stage. But before they do, I want you to know this election is simple. This election is about a choice, a vision. Are we going to connect back to the principles that made this country great? Are we going to connect back to the most moral system on planet Earth, and that is a system of earned success? That is a system where you are rewarded for your effort. You're rewarded for your merit. You're rewarded for your sweat equity. You're rewarded for what my mom would call elbow grease. That is the fairest system in the world. And that's the system that has made America the greatest country on planet Earth. And I'm saying to you, that what we've got to do is reconnect to that. Because there are some, and Barack Obama's one of them. He's one of them. He doesn't believe in earned success. He doesn't believe that. What he wants to transform this country. In his own words, if you elect me, I will fundamentally transform America. Well, the greatest nation on the earth does not need fundamental transformation. Barack Obama calls us in the House obstructionist. You start taking a chisel, you start taking a jackhammer to the greatest nation on earth, you're darn right we're going to stand in your way. Because I know this. He wants us to become a social democracy. And I know this, that in socialism, if you're born poor, you die poor. In Marxism, if you're born poor, you die poor. In communism, if you're born poor, you die poor. The only chance that the poor have is in a system of earned success where they can get a trade, they can pour their life and soul into it, and they can improve their plight and give their children a brighter future. Yes! America! 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 Now, in just a few moments, a bus is going to pull up. And I'm proud to tell you that the man that's going to step out of that bus is going to be the next Vice President of the United States. I'm also going to tell you that I've been privileged. I drew high in the lottery for a freshman office in Longworth. And Paul Ryan is 3 doors down from me in the Longworth building of Congress. And I have become a friend of his, and he's become a friend of mine. And I'm telling you, this is a good man. This is a good father, a good husband. And he's smart as a whip. And I'm thrilled that Governor Romney, who's going to be the next president of the United States, picked a man that understands that the biggest challenge we face as America, the biggest challenge, is to get our fiscal house in order. If you lose control of your money, you lose control of your future. And I'm thrilled that Governor Romney selected the budget chairman, the House of Representatives, Paul Ryan, to come in and get a budget under control. We need a budget because Harry Reid in the Senate hadn't passed one in 4 years. Now, before I step off this stage, I want to say there's another man that we got to have that's going to go over into that chamber where Harry Reid is, because we're going to send Bill Nelson home and we're going to send Connie Mack to the United States Senate. And then we're going to roll our sleeves up and we're going to get to work. And we are going to restore the greatness of this nation. We need you. We need you to do everything between now and Tuesday. Make sure your family, go through your Rolodex, go through your Sunday school registry, go through everything that you have, all of your contacts, your network, your golf group, the guys you go fishing with, the people you play bingo with. Make sure that no person is not contacted. We have got to vote. We have got to get out there and take this country back. And I believe that on Tuesday night, we will have re-elected Steve Southerland, hopefully, to the United States Congress. To finish what we've started. And we will have elected Connie Mack to the United States Senate to join Marco Rubio. And we will have elected Governor Mitt Romney and Congressman Paul Ryan to be the President and the Vice President of the United States of America. God bless you, Bay County. I love you, man. I love you. Thank you so much.